With Void Cascade being one of the most, if not the most profitable places to earn platinum in Warframe, it has become a very popular game mode in Warframe. And with the Dante Unbound dropping soon, with the introduction of Omnia Fissures, alongside Void Cascade being one of them, I figured I had to make a guide for you guys to make sure you get all the platinum you can possibly get with Arcanes, Prime Parts, Arcane Dissolution. Are you struggling with Void Cascade? Well, after this, you won't. So, why am I doing this? This is because the Omnia features allow you to crack prime parts, and they also have additional loot drops for you, which means more steel essence when you stay longer. Hence, why this build that I'm showcasing today will allow you to one-shot Thrax and go deathless in the entire run. This video will be short and simple because there's a lot of information, so I don't really want to confuse you. Firstly, our main choice of frame will be Revenant. I decided to showcase Revenant because it is the easiest to play and you don't even need to worry about dying. I will briefly run through the kit for those who have no idea what Revenant is all about. For Revenant's first ability, Enthrall, this allows you to turn an enemy into an ally to fight alongside you. However, this ability is only used to enthrall acolytes when they spawn, so you don't have to really struggle with them. Second ability, Masper Skin, coats yourself with sentient energy, allowing you to become invincible. And since there are no Noxers in the mission, toxin damage isn't there to kill you. This will be our main survivability tool. His third ability, Reef, is just a movement ability to get from point A to point B, because the exilizers can be sometimes very far apart. His last ability, being the Helmith ability, Nourish, just allows you to do more viral damage and keep the energy economy. For the amp that I'm using to kill the Spectral Form, I've decided to go with the 177, and this is the only proper amp that I have which gets the job done. You can test it out with different amps as long as you can kill the Spectral Form, it's fine. For the Arcanes, I've got Eternal Eradicate and Eternal Onslaught for more amp damage. For the Operator Arcanes, I went with Magus Anomaly and Magus Cloud. Magus Anomaly allows you to suck enemies near the Exilizers to quicken the process of expiring them. This is to allow you to be useful, at least since Revenant's kit in Void Cascade is relatively selfish and it doesn't help the squad out with crowd control or pulling enemies into the Exilizer. Magus Cloud is also there to allow you to open the Exilizers quicker with a Void Dash, and is a great quality of life change for all users. For my focus school, I went with Madarite because of the Void Strike and Contamination Wave, because it just deals way more amp damage for you, and more damage is always welcomed. For the weapon of choice to allow you to one-shot level cap Thrax, I went with the original encounter weapon, the Felarx. However, to go through the build, I have to go through the evolution tree first. So, for the encounter evolution tree, I went with very simple setup. The second evolution would be attuned accuracy. However, you can use this with the third one, which gives you more projectile flight speed, but I like it when I hone my damage in. For the third evolution, I went with 50% magazine when hosted because I'm always switching out from my primary and my secondary. So, but it's up to you. All of this is just personal preferences. However, the fourth evolution is more important because of Wrecking Wave for the minus critical chance. This comes into play with our last evolution, Devastating Attrition, whereby you have a 50% chance to do an additional 2000 damage on non-critical hits. So, now moving on with the Felarx build. The Felarx build is pretty simple. All I went for is Viral Electric because you're gonna armor strip it. So, it's actually pretty simple. You can follow the exact same setup. However, the Riven, you can just slot in like reload speed, you can put in vigilante armaments, it's all up to you. And fire rate is also nice as well. And it's pretty simple. For the arcades, you don't have to use Shotgun Vendetta, you can even use primary Deadhead because it's just that simple. This build is very versatile. For the secondary, which essentially acts as my primer, I have the Kuva Nuko. Well, you can see I modded it for radiation and corrosive because of the corrosive stacks that I get and the armor stripping. For the Riven, you do not need to use it. This is literally not even useful. I just have it, so I use it. You can just use Perpetual Agony to have status duration to keep the corrosive stacks for it to be armor stripped even more and even longer. For the enemies, I use the Glaive Prime because it's literally the best glaive weapon that you can use. And for the Riven, just use Gladiator Might. It's just a downgrade, but you know, for Arcanes, that doesn't really matter. No Arcanes, have Arcanes, whatever. Doesn't really matter. So that's about it. moving on with the Revenant Prime build. So the Revenant Prime build is actually really simple. I have Holster Amp and Vigorous Sword because I'm always constantly switching from a secondary to the primary, and that's about it. Energy Nexus is paired with Nourish so that I can get more energy over time. However, the build is very versatile whereby you can change Mesmer skin and put in the Augment Mesmer shield, replace it with a different kind of strength mod. It's all up to you. And for the Arcanes, it's also very versatile. Mod Augmented is a must. However, Arcane Velocity is only used because I like to prime even faster with my Kuva Nuko. For the Archon Shards, I have two Archon Shards that increase my corrosive status to allow you to armor strip, two casting speed shards, but you do not even need it. It's just up to you, personal preference. And the last one being ability strength. You do not need this. You just need the corrosive stacks, and that's about it. Only those shards are needed. The other three aren't even that important. So that's the end of the video. The build's very simple. I just wanted to keep this very simple, very short for everyone to try out Void Cascade and get all the farm, all the platinum, all the steel essence, all the arcanes, using the arcane dissolution to get more platinum out of arcanes. It's just a very profitable game mode right now, and I wish everyone would get into it. So yeah, that has been the video. So yeah, have a great day, great farming. Then yeah, see you guys later.